Well, my name is Annemarie van Paassen. I'm from the Wageningen University. And I present a project together with Erik Amouake Avare, who's sitting over there. We work together, the Wageningen University and the University of Ghana. We have been doing projects on institutional development, innovation platforms. Then we work together with Solidaridad, who had partnerships. And we work together with the CORAF, SNV, FAO has initiated a lot of platforms at the local level. And now we are forming a kind of joint research consortium to find out how these innovation platforms of partnerships, how they work. And what can we learn from each other, because everybody has a strong point, but in a different dimension than the other. So what do we want to do? You see it a little bit behind me. We want to see how these partnerships, how do they function? It means they are initiated by somebody with a certain earmark. They have a certain composition with people in it who can make a difference. But it's first the way how they are organized internally, how they learn, how they solve conflicts to know where are we heading for, and then how do they link up to other alliances, strategic partners to make the difference. Or within a value chain, you also have to work with the farmers, the smallholders, because change is very slow. So you need several issues. You need higher level people maybe in the government. You need the export, the bigger companies when you have a value chain. And you need the smallholders. So this is what the research more or less is about. We want to see how the partnerships as institutional entrepreneurs function internally and how they alliance, and then we want to see the impact. What type, when you want to change, how do people change? Do they adapt everything or just a part of it? So it's institutional bricolage. What did they do? They take little bits. And we want to see how it impacts the way people, the whole value chain innovates and how people link up, but we also want to see the final impact at the smallholder level with their traders. And there we have institutional economics to see the difference and really find out what is, in the end, the impact. So that is what this research is about. Now we want to compare different types of value change. We want a value change which is long-standing, embedded, very much structured, because then there's positions are taken, so you need to know who has the command to change things. And we focus in Ghana on the cacao value chain. Then we take an emerging, the palm oil sector, you have an industrial sector, but for the smallholders it's an emerging new international market. But they don't know how to go about quality yet. The techniques are not yet fully fledged, but there's opportunity. And then how to link up with things which are not yet articulated or existent. And then we want to look into a food sector or a vegetable sector to see more. Yes, you have these value change, but for the very poor, the food sector usually is their market to focus on. So within the three value chains, we compare different types of partnerships every time. And this is, maybe you come back to the methodology, because we want to learn in one sector, in a type of sector, different partnerships. And after 3 months or after 4 months of this first research, we want a multi-stakeholder workshop to learn together, to get the people from practice, to see what were the new insights, what do we learn, what do we want to learn from the next case. And the next case we make a new value chain, other types of partnership, we compare again, and together we go into a learning process. When we have focused on the institutional partnerships, the entrepreneurship at the start, then we are going to really look in the impact in the second year. Ending with a big multi-stakeholder workshop with policymakers, companies and NGOs, all types of actors, but also formulating curriculum development for students, for professionals who are facilitating, but also for the policymakers who usually initiate this kind of partnerships. So it's really a kind of ongoing research and learning cycle.